Days Gone is one of my favorite games of all time. It's a complete masterpiece of chaos, heartbreak and survival. Its platinum trophy is already very easy, but I wanted to make it impossible and very rage inducing. So we're getting the rarest trophy on top of the platinum trophy grind called Dead Don't Ride for beating the game on permadeath mode, where if I die, I have to reset, while also beating it on hard difficulty. It is about a 20 to 30 hour story game, so if I die once, I have to do this all over again. We're also trying to unlock every single horror game platinum trophy in existence before we hit 100,000 subscribers. So if you guys can hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tell me in the comments section down below what is next. Game begins with Deacon, Boozer and Sarah. Sarah has been stabbed in the abdomen. They all have to flee the city due to a zombie apocalypse happening right now. They all have to hop onto a helicopter, but only 2 people could hop on the helicopter. If she does not go, she will die. The Deacon chooses to stay back with his best friend Boozer and let his wife fly away. For our first trophy of the game, we have to hunt down the killer that killed this woman. His name is Leon. He used to ride with Deacon and Boozer. He gives us a map and we have to eliminate him out of the game. Once we have done that, we collect his hat, which unlocks our first trophy of the game called Finders Keepers. For our second trophy, Leon has shot our fuel pump. We have to go find a new one. While riding around, we find the first enemies of the game called Rippers. They hunt him down and they go burn off his tattoos like they do to every single man who has tattoos in the world. We have to go here and quickly kill him. If I die, remember I have to restart from the very start of the game. But you know what I am? I have the best aim in gaming and I'm going to take him out super fast. Super easy. Oh my god, I'm not super fast though. There it is. Took that bitch out. As you can see, Boozer has his arm all the way tore up from the floor up. His tattoos are all the way gone. Unlock our second trophy called Just a Flesh Wound. After upgrading my first skill in the game, Thorn in Your Side, we got our third trophy called Do Not Stop Me Now. After selling some meat to the kitchen, we unlock our fourth trophy called Kitchen Courier. Here's where I found my first encounter with nearly dying. I have to go to these different neuro checkpoints to get upgrades for my health, stamina, and sanity. But as you can see right there, I have 4 HP. I was legit 1 hit away for have to restart the game all the way from the beginning. Playing on hard difficulty, mate, I was going to play on survival difficulty, but there's no minimap, nothing like that. And I haven't played this game since 2019. Yeah, that's been like 6 years since I played this game. But best aim in gaming, I am going to kill him. It takes about 3 shots or 1 headshot, which I'm thinking is a lot, especially with hard difficulty. Once I reach the Nero checkpoint, I'm going to upgrade my health first. I think I'm going to upgrade my health a couple of times and then go for stealth. Focus with the very last thing I upgrade, but having more health helps me out because I'm going to get hit a lot. I'm probably going to be on the brink of death a hell of a lot more than you needing stamina. You need stamina later in the game when you're running away from hordes and killing hordes. That's where the game gets very difficult. We got our 5th trophy called Better Living Through Chemistry. Upgrade either health, stamina, or focus for the very first time. Here's where I got my very first death. I was clearing out ambush camps and I walked off the edge of the map by accident and got eliminated out of the game. Remember at the start of the game we put our wife Sarah on a Nero chopper? Well, here for this trophy, we just have to follow them around and find out what they're doing out here in the mud. What are they doing to the freaks? What are they trying to find out about the freaks to get our next trophy? So all I have to do is just walk around, hide in the bushes, throw rocks around. Do not get seen once. It's pretty easy and pretty tedious and very easy, to be honest. Just throw a rock, they run the opposite way. You stay in bushes. They don't know how they can't see me. They need some glasses because they're blind. The ends and the means. Remember Leon's map? Well, we went through the map, found the buried treasure, and there it is, the esky that he needed. We're going to give it to the new guy called Copeland. Copeland's camp, we do runs for him and stuff to upgrade it. We're going to find about that a little bit later after the story. There's a trophy connected to this. But for this trophy, all we have to do is bring the bounty to Copeland. And there it is, special delivery. Make a delivery to Tucker or Copeland. Since we needed a new bike and the new bike needs upgrades, once we upgrade the engine once here, we should unlock a trophy called First Time Buyer. Upgrade your bike for the very first time. While we're at it, might as well put a decal on and unlock a next trophy called Farewell Original. Purchase to upgrade under Performance Visual Paint Upgrade. After going back to the camp and having a nap and checking up on Boozer, we find a baseball bat. With this baseball bat, we're going to put the nails into it and we should upgrade it to a spike bat called DIY Originator for our 50 items. On my 3rd playthrough, I did something very stupid. I was trying to get all the upgrades, but this upgrade needed Norse. If I don't have any Norse, I cannot get across this ledge and I do die straight away. Look at that. That is such BS. Man, that is where I actually was going to quit. See, I've got 10 trophies so far. I was close, but no cigar. After waking up from a nap, Boozer is deranged. He has a fever like no tomorrow. His arm is so infected that it's not funny. He is seeing ghosts. I thought, and Deacon probably thought, he's going to get his head blown clean off, fruit juice all over the windows. But here is how we get our next trophy. We're going to take down Boozer before he kills us and take him for a ride across the countryside to a brand new camp. Now this camp has a lot of trophies and a lot more better people. The other camps are like a little bit irrelevant. Like that one's Copeland's camp and that big bitch's camp is shit. But Lost and Found that trophy for taking Boozer across country. The main reason we took Boozer here because they have a doctor, Dr. Addie. Now Addie has to cut his arm off, so we have to hold him down while she saws off his arm. Would you hold down your best friend's arm or your brother's arm or your dad's arm while they cut it clean off to save his life? You'd have to do it. Life is more precious than one arm. If it's my left arm, take it away, man. My right arm, probably not, you know what I mean? After doing some missions, we come back and check on Boozer. He looks like he's doing a lot better. He has no more infection, no more anything, no more fever. He is looking mighty fine. His little stump of an arm, it's got nothing. It took it from an elbow down, basically. It should give us our next trophy called Brothers in Arms. After unlocking our 15th skill, we should unlock the next trophy called I'm Out of Control. Unlock 15 skills. Here's where I absolutely lost it. I'm not doing any live commentary, but look at this. I died to a glitch. If you've been watching my videos for the longest time, I die to glitches more often than not. This woman's name is Ricky. She wants to sleep with Deacon, but Deacon is still hung up on his dead wife. But she wants him so badly, even though she is in a relationship with Addie, so she is bi. But here, we see this absolute snake, Schizo. I'm going to show you throughout the game what Schizo is. Oh man, he's probably the worst character. If you've watched Game of Thrones, Joffrey, he reminds me of Joffrey, how much I hate that character. After killing our 200th zombie, there it is, all reliable, kill 200 enemies with a crafted weapon. We have to trust Schizo for the very first time throughout the game. We're going to go through and find the det cords to use the dynamite to blow up the caves, to put the freaks in there so they cannot escape and get rid of all the hordes throughout the game for this camp zone. We're going to trust this absolute snake. Let's see what he does. In the mission, we see Rippers. Rippers want to be freaks, so they get rid of their names and everything, burn their tattoos off their hair, and mark and scratch their face, all their body, make them look absolutely deranged. I don't know what sort of cult this is, but it's freaky. We found the det cord with Schizo. Now that we found the det cord with Schizo, something diabolical happens. Schizo, that absolute rat, piece of dirt, man. He sells us out to Jesse. Jesse used to ride with Deacon until they threw him out at the bikie club. And since they threw him out at the bikie club, pinned him down and actually burned his tattoos off, which is ironic. This girl we have to save throughout the game. We're going to find her a little bit later. We have to save Lisa from some zombies, which this is where I died. I think it was the second time when I was in the tunnel and they shot me and threw a grenade at me. But she does let us out and we're actually going to walk out. We see Lisa under attack, but you know, eye for an eye. She saved us. We're going to save her. We stab his guts up. I'm going to be blowing in them guts later on. But shout out to Lisa. She did save us. She's a good character. We saved her in the beginning. Then she saved us. Then we saved her again. Vice versa. It's like a little father-daughter relationship. After saving Lisa, we get all our belongings once again, all our weapons, all our health kits, ammo, everything that you need. After we escape the Ripper camp, we got our next trophy called Take Back Your Name, Return the Favor. Look what Schizo has done. He has teamed up the Rippers to take down the camp that he belongs to. He is a backstabbing, piece of dirt rat. But my best aim in gaming, I do miss once. I don't know how I'm missing, but here it is. We're making a treaty with the Rippers once again. The treaty will never hold. Schizo thinks he's getting off scot-free. Look at him holding his neck and gets bitched, man. I wish I was the one, but I am my absolute W for knocking that little pussy out. While Boozer is putting dynamite down onto the wall, we're going to go and drown the rat bastards, which is the Rippers. So once we blow it up, we're going to protect him from everyone just sniping their heads off and everything. I did that with ease. Here's the first boss battle of the game. Carlos was really easy. His original name was Jesse, but he calls himself Carlos. All I have to do here is make sure not to get hit, I think, once or twice. But he's pretty easy to kill. A couple of stabs to the stomach, a couple of stabs, he's actually dead. Like legit, this is probably the easiest boss I've ever had to do. This is on hard difficulty. This was on like survival. Maybe it was a bit of a challenge, but Carlos is so much of a bitch that it's just easy to kill him. You don't even get a trophy for killing a boss, which I find a little bit weird. I find it extremely weird, because you're killing a boss, it's a boss battle, you get no trophy. After we return back to camp, we're going to spend as much as we can. We spend 20,000 credits, we get a trophy called Make It Rain for doing that. Remember the guy that we put our wife Sarah on the Nero chopper with? That is O'Brien. Been doing runs for him. He's finding out if Sarah is still alive. There is a little bit of hope that she still survived, because the high-ranking officials or people with clearance can go and do stuff on a different base. On that base, they can do research and all that sort of stuff. She used to work for Cloverdale. Keep that in mind for later on down the road. Let's see if Sarah is still alive. And here it is, the final part of the game. We're going to sit down with Boozer, tell him we're riding to find our wife, to see if she is still alive. There's one more opportunity to find her alive. After arriving to the destination, we have to kill a bear. The bears, once again, are really easy to kill. All I have to do is shoot a couple of barrels, throw some grenades at him. I threw about 3 grenades at him, 2 Molotov cocktails. His health is down that low. Fire really kills him, but this is just an infected bear. Imagine having infected bears in an apocalypse. Man, that would be disgusting, to be honest. But we do kill the bear with relative ease. After meeting all the ranking officials, look who we run into as one of the high-ranking officials. We find his wife, Sarah. He's been mourning her for the last 2 or 3 years. I think that's how long the apocalypse has been going on for, relatively. And there she is. Sarah is back in his arms. We do unlock a trophy for finally reconnecting with Sarah, called Hold On Tight. See a familiar face. After saving our 10th survivor, we found 3 in one section. We're going to send the 10 different people to different camps to get credits and all that jazz, get level ups, whatever. But surviving isn't living. After doing a mission, we sit in the cabin with our wife. We're going to rekindle the relationship. We're going to make it absolutely splash. It's been 3 years, a damn long time to reconnect with your wife. We're making it rain with our wife, making it splash in that ass. We unlock the next trophy called It's Getting Cold Outside. For this trophy, it is possibly the hardest trophy on Permadeath mode. I could only imagine it in survival mode. That is for killing your very first horde. Now, we got Molotov cocktails that are like napalm. But I'm trying to shoot the barrel, but I can't shoot the goddamn barrel, man. But there is so many of these zombies. I think there's about, what is there, 500? Maybe less, I don't know how many there is. Like 200 to 500 different freaks, zombies, whatever you want to call them. We've got to throw Molotov cocktails at them. Everything we have in our arsenal definitely is hard, but look at that image of them chasing you down. Like, I was panicking the whole exact time, but one hit's only like 20-30 HP gone, which isn't that bad. But after taking out every single freak in the area, we should unlock our next trophy. I have to blow this bitch's head off. Where is he? One more time. There it is. Any more? Surely that's it, man. Please. There it is. 1 down. Defeat your first horde. Now we're trying to escape with our wife, and the Eurocop chopper is coming to rescue us. O'Brien is finally going to redeem himself. We're doing so many missions for him, but look who we run into. Disgusting piece of dirt, Schizo, sailing us down the track. Schizo is probably the worst, one of the worst characters in any video game because of how much I hate him. He still reminds me of Joffrey from Game of Thrones. That is how much hatred I have for this man. But along the way, I did not see this wire till it's too late, and it did knock me out. They call me a traitor or whatever. I was going to clean up the last place. Now, this is where I started to panic, because we are literally in the home stretch. I haven't died for a very long time. And I thought literally I was going to die because I don't know how much HP I got. I didn't realize you can heal up by putting left on the D-pad. Usually I have to go and go into my inventory, but I don't have to do that. But this guy with the armor was the other guy that really took any effort to take down. The rest of them are pretty easy because they haven't got much armor or anything like that. Back to camp to find Iron Mike on his deathbed. We could not get there in time to save him. We do tell him we found our wife, and he's very happy for that, but we have to go back and save her a little bit down the line. But rest in peace, Iron Mike. After devising a plan to take them down and rescue our wife, Sarah, after unlocking our next skill, we should get the next trophy called There's No Stopping Me Now. Unlock 30 skills. While killing the next horde of zombies, I do unlock another trophy. This one is just for collecting ears. Once you kill them, you get ears, and I've collected 989 freaky ears. Here is one of the worst deaths I've ever had in any game possible. I was just riding down the road and I ran into a tree and it instantly died. That set me back about 20 to 30 hours. I was beyond pissed. You do not know how pissed I was. I took about 2-3 days off to get the trophy. Here is another horde. The hordes just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I can keep going on, but lucky I got granadas. I've got like no HP, no heals. I've got no ammo. I've just got granadas, and that's all I've got for another time. At the end of the game, once again, I don't know how that killed me, but I think I had full HP, and I just quit the game, and that was it. Here it is, the final mission in the game. Boozer and Deacon are riding in to blow up the gate. Once we blow up the gate, we should get rid of all the militia people guarding the gate section, but here, Boozer is going to ride to his death. Sadly, he has one arm, he has nothing to live for anymore, his wife is gone, his friends are gone. The only person he has left in the world is Deacon, pushes him out and sacrifices himself for the greater good. Deacon is absolutely pissed. After Boozer blew himself up, he went out in a blaze of glory. But you know Deacon, he loves his friends, he loves his wife. We're going to go in there and kill that bitch, Schizo. After killing all of Schizo's men, we finally witness that bitch. We shoot him in the head, but he's got a helmet on, luckily, and he does run away. Final boss battle between me and Schizo. But I thought I died here, but luckily it was in a cutscene. It's meant to happen. But all we have to do here is sneak up on this little pussy. Hide behind this, go behind this box. He has no aim, his aim stinks. One more time, and there it is. We're going to hunt him down, tackle him. Me and Schizo, it's Deacon and Schizo, my bad. Going into it. Can we finally kill Schizo? Look at him. He's fighting back. Schizo is pretty skilled, I'm not going to lie. He's pretty tough. Deacon's getting bitched low-key. But he does get the upper hand and stab him right in the stomach. Oh man, that felt so good to finally see him die. When I was live doing this, I don't do any live reactions. I should start doing it, but when I said that, I yelled at the biggest yes I've ever yelled, other than when I seen, as I said, Joffrey die in Game of Thrones. But look at him squirming away like a little bitch he is. I would stand up and kick him in the guts a couple of times, gutter stomp the bitch, do anything I can to make his life a misery before his little last breath. But look at him. He deserves way worse. Slitting his throat, too easy. I would have fed him to the freaks. But for killing him, we do get a reward called I've been waiting for this. Took revenge once and for all. I have been waiting for this. We have to sit down with a Colonel Garrett. Colonel Garrett has our wife Sarah under constraint, but she did put something in his tea. You're going to see this in a second. He grabs us by the neck. He is so strong, but lucky she poisoned his tea. Lucky Deacon didn't drink it either, but look at that. A little plant, a little flower into his tea, kills him. Went out like Joffrey did. He is gone, baby, and we're finally, rest assured, we're back with our wife Sarah for once and for all. That is it. That is the story. Got her back. We got our wife back. Ricky, the woman that wanted to be with Deacon, can't be. But this is the best news of all time. Boozer is alive. He jumped out of the bus, and he did save himself. He is not dead. Boozer, my man, you are goated. I wish they would have made Days Gone too, but you know, so lazy. They make sequels for all these garbage games, but they want to put a sequel for a good game like this, and it just made me so mad. Here is the final speech that Deacon gave. Everyone's a free person now. They're not under the militia. They're not anyone else. They are free people, free to do whatever they want, free will in the world of the lost. And there it is, Days Gone. Complete the story of Days Gone. Dead Don't Ride. Complete the story on Permadeath mode on any difficulty. I told you I was going to get it, and there is the proof that I got it done. We finished the story. Now it's to get the cleanup trophies throughout the game. This one is just for repairing your bike 100 times, and there it is, the art of the bike repair. Here we have to kill the hard enemies just with a knife. The knife is so weak, and these guys are absolute beasts. I'm going to keep swinging and swinging and swinging. I stab him right in the booty. That should take the guy out, but look at him. He keeps swinging. These are just mutants. These are like hybrid freaks. They're very strong freaks. They're like unbelievably strong, And there it is. This is a knife, kill a breaker, reacher, or rager with a knife. After going to another Nero checkpoint and unlocking some more for our health, we do unlock our next trophy. I'm going full health out here, as I said at the start of the game. Health increase, and there it is, performance enhanced. For Ghost Farewell, we have to get 100 stealth kills on freaks. After you kill someone, you have to go and loot their corpse, and there it is for collecting 541 items from corpses. Once we listen to this recorder, we unlock our next trophy called Wannabe Fortune Hunter. Unlock 50% of collectibles. After upgrading one more time, we get the trophy called Welcome to the Party, Pal. Ambush camps, infestation, and Nero checkpoints in a single region, clear them all out. For Infestation Exterminator, we're going to go around every area in the game and clear out every single place that they're holding up. So they're going to hide in backs of trucks, in rooms. You're just going to burn down the room, burn down the truck, burn down their homes, and that's how you get Infestation Exterminator. For the Best Friends Forever trophy, we have to get our trust level to level 3. So that's doing missions for them. Go collect the free keys, give them to them. Go hunting, get bear meat, whatever you can, and give them to the chef. After killing another horde, I'm just killing all the hordes in the area to get some upgrades and get some levels. And once we kill this one last zombie, there it is. After killing that last zombie, Best Friends Forever, in brackets, for life. For World's End, all we have to do is go around to every single Nero checkpoint, clear them out, and upgrade our character, and there it is, World's End. There's different ambush camps around the whole map. We have to go to each and every single one of them, clear them out, go into their bunker, and then collect the blueprints. Once we collect the blueprints, we get Ambush Camp Hunter. These are Marauder camps. I wanted to show you how good my shooting was. Look at that. There is 12 of them, but I'm not going to get stoned once because my aim is so good. Wow, I missed once because, well, you can't hit every single shot you take. After killing everyone at the Marauder camp, we do get our next trophy called Marauder Camp Hunter. We have to kill different enemies with crossbows. There's 5 different crossbow types you have to use. This is the final one. I tried to get this for so long, but the incendiary bolt, we get the variety is Spice of Life. Running around and getting every single collectible was so tedious, but there it is, the Broken Road Show. Unlock 75% of collectibles. After drifting for I feel like longer than 10 minutes, but you have to drift for 10 minutes in the game, and we do unlock our next trophy called Farewell Drift for drifting around for 10 minutes. For this trophy, we have to run around and kick rocks. That's the only thing we have to do, and there it is. For unlocking every single skill in the game, we got a trophy called Mr. Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, we're talking about degrees Celsius here. We're in Australia, buddy. I wanted to show you the secret ending in the game before we get the Platinum Trophy. This is O'Brien, the guy that saved our wife and the guy that rescued us and also found out where our wife was. So shout out to O'Brien, he's an absolute god. I want you guys to watch this cutscene.
Warn me about what?
You remember? I told you the infected were evolving?
Right, yeah, freak's a freak. What the hell do I care?
The strain of the virus, its effects on the human nervous and lymphatic systems is accelerating
at an exponential rate.
They knew all along, of course. It was happening. The men above me. That's why they were so cautious. So secretive. Come. I'm sorry. There's nothing you can do to stop them. There's nothing anyone can do.
Did you see O'Brien? He was white as a ghost. He was actually a freak. An actual freak. Unlike the zombies running around, he was the freak. And here it is, the final part of the game, the final trophy. This trophy was so tedious, I had to look up different videos. Some people don't know how to explain it. Most people really don't. But all we have to do here is drift while holding our nitrous down for 5 seconds. So I have to drift while holding nitrous down for 5 seconds. Look at this. I failed once, and there it is. Finally, the game has been completed. Burnout Apocalypse for the final trophy. And here is our Platinum Trophy called 1%er. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave that like, hit that subscribe button. This video wasn't the best video because I did kind of get frustrated because I don't like long story videos. It does take a long time, but I will be doing another video. Probably the next one will be Condemned Criminal Origins, but thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.